Our first breaking comes from Bangalore, where after Karnataka's Lokayukta was attacked yesterday, the Chief Secretary is holding a high-level meeting as we speak to identify the massive security lapses, as also pointed out by the Chief Minister, that led to this horrific attack on the Chief Corruption Watchdog yesterday. Now, what we are picking is that Chief Secretary has asked for a comprehensive report from the DG and the IGP. Karnataka's Chief Secretary Ratnaprabha is holding a high-level meeting to identify the security lapses that led to yesterday's horrific attack. We're also learning that the Chief Secretary of Karnataka has asked for a comprehensive report so as to ascertain what really led to this massive security lapse. The report has been sought from the DG and the IGP, and we're also picking that the Chief Secretary has instructed that security should be beefed up around Vidhan Soda and MS building, which houses all the government offices. All this is happening when that horrific incident happened yesterday. A man barges into the chambers of the Lokayukta of Karnataka and stabs him thrice. Karnataka government's actually failing to protect Lokayukta, and what were those massive security lapses? That's the big question. Although this is something which has been agreed upon by the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah himself, but BJP demanding more concrete answers that he should apologize as well. Was there a concerted attempt to murder Karnataka Lokayukta, and what was the apparent reason behind it? Pooja joining me live on the story. So Chief Secretary has now, Pooja, pulled up the top police brass and much more details, please.
This morning in a high-level meeting that the Chief Secretary of Karnataka held, Ms. Ratnaprabha has sought a report from the DG IGP, who in turn has asked the other senior police officials here in Karnataka to find out what were the security lapses and who are the ones who were responsible for that, and also fix accountability as to who is responsible for this horrific incident of stabbing of Lokayukta. Apart from that, she has also instructed that Vidhan Soda, Vikas Soda, as well as the MS building, that is a multi-story building which houses all the government offices in Karnataka, which is where in fact the Lokayukta office too is, should be given heightened security, and there has to be at least 3 to 4 multiple layers of security check in each of these buildings before allowing media, lawyers or even public. These instructions coming yesterday in writing today, it has been reiterated by the Chief Secretary as well. Remains to be seen how much time they'll take to actually put these procedures in place. But as always, the government waking up after it's too late, after it actually took an incident so horrific for them to wake up to the security lapses in all of these buildings, which should have had high security in any case.
Yes, and particularly, as you rightly pointed out, Pooja, that these are the vital installations in the state, the government buildings. It's unsaid that there has to be by default massive security in and around these places. And what happened yesterday is something which has actually exposed the lackadaisical attitude by the state's ruling dispensation. Many thanks, Pooja Prasanna, for those inputs. We're going to keep a very sharp focus on that story. A short breather here. We'll be back with more.